Hello, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. It's the 1st of March tomorrow, which is St David's Day. St David is the patron saint for Wales, and as my mum was Welsh, I always buy daffodils in honour of her for that day. This week I've been shopping in Stockton Heath in Cheshire in some charity shops, and I'd like to share with you what I bought there. There's a variety for my art, music and my passion for fabric ready for recycling. Let me show you what I found. For my art classes, I bought 2 packs of canvas pads. There are 8 sheets. This is a good thick weight of 280 GSM, so it's not going to bend. It's been gesso primed and perforated. I don't use oils, I'll use it with acrylics, and they're 10 by 12. I paid £2 each for those 2 pads, and I'm going to take those in my bag to my art class, which recommence on Tuesday. I am a Beatles fan, and this enormous tome of Beatles sheet music sold for nearly $40 US. So I think that might be about £35. I paid $4.99 for it, and it's sheet music. Now, I can read music, and this has got words and music. I'm hoping that from this I'll be able to use it along with my Hammond organ that I bought. I no longer go to the choir. I'm not well enough to go on a Thursday night, but there's an enormous number of songs there that I'll enjoy singing along to. And of course it's got all the words too. So I'm going to sit and enjoy that. When I play my organ, I can play it with headphones on, so I'm not disturbing my neighbours. So that for me was a brilliant find. And that will become an heirloom in my Beatles collection of memorabilia too. One of the charity shops that I went into in Stockton Heath had an offer on the clothes, and it was buy one get a second half price, and I bought this M&S woman t-shirt in this beautiful blue colour in a size that'll fit me. It had been £5, so I've got a new t-shirt for £2.50. Let me show you what else I bought in that store. Well, that store was the Children's Society. This is also by M&S. This is a very bohemian chic ladies' top. I bought it because of the colours in it and the print. This is cotton, long sleeves with elasticated band, a simple tie and just a curve at the top. But on the back, there's no darts, it's just one piece of fabric. That I thought would look very pretty in a quilt for a child. All but one item here out by M&S. This is for Blue Harbour brand. This is a man's shirt. This is in linen, and it's almost like a mint green come grey linen stripe. I thought that was really nice. It was originally £6. There's a pocket on the front. Oh, it's actually only down to there, which means that all this in the front is one piece. Oh, and I'm very fortunate to find that on the back, doesn't that look like a deck chair? That's all one piece on the back with no darts or yoke. And so this is the item that I got half price. It was initially £7, so I got it for £3.50. This again is a sage green linen. It's by Fat Face. There's some interesting buttons on this. I really quite like those. They look wooden. And unlike the others, this one does have a yoke on the back, but again, no darts down that large piece, that huge square I've got on the back. Now this is going to be really interesting for me to take this apart and try to sew with, because it's Indian cotton. It's a pair of pyjamas, and if you look into it, it's got, I've just discovered that this is called a Swiss dot design. It's incredibly soft. It's Indian cotton. When I sew it, it won't be stable. I think I need to put a stabiliser behind it. But because this is a pair of pyjamas, I paid £2.50 for this. Not only have I got long sleeves and that huge amount of fabric again on the back, let me show you the trousers. There's a great deal of fabric in a pair of trousers. Even if you just cut the seams off, you've got huge long jelly roll strips 4 times. This has an elasticated waist and pockets. I don't think there's any feature on the back. Let me check. No, the back will be a simple pair of scissors to cut all those seams and the waistband off. And then I've got a large amount of that lovely fabric that's very soft. I thought it would make a lovely backing for some of the children's cot quilts that I make, and I had something in mind to use that for. So £2.49 for all that Indian Swiss dot fabric. And now we have a shock for the eyes, because the next 3 items I'm going to show you are all linen. This is a lady's blouse, and as such, there's a pocket on the front. There might be a dart at the bust, and I'm very fortunate. No, there isn't. There actually is a little bit of a herringbone look in this design. That's interesting, isn't it? But this really vivid top by M&S. Like the man's shirt, it has a yoke at the top, but again, no streamlining dart or seams in that back piece. In the mental health charity store Mind, I found this piece of mustard linen. It's a shapeless dress. It's been in the shop for 2 weeks. You can tell that by the date that they had on it. And for £5.75, if somebody wanted something very loose to wear for a holiday, this was ideal. But it is shapeless. It might not be very flattering. Shapeless means that will be easy for me to cut. There is a seam down the back, but can you see how much fabric there is in that dress for me? In linen for £5.75. I'm quids in, aren't I? And finally, I did warn you to mind your eyes, because all these colours will really clash, but I'll find a way to combine them in with my existing fabrics. I'll show you something that will match with this really well. Fuchsia pink linen. This is by H&M, the Swedish store, and this is Indonesian linen. Again, they keep putting pockets on the front, which really does destroy a little piece of... It's very difficult to get that off without leaving marks. But there are long sleeves with a cuff. Very cheap buttons on this item. I paid £5 for it. Well, just under £5. There's a yoke on the back, and on this one, because it's a lady's blouse, there's a little bit of a flare there, and there's a tail. Let me show you the fabric that will go really well with that. This broderie anglais was a dress from Peruna in M&S, and look how well those colours go. So I know immediately I can place that really vibrant fuchsia, although it clashes with the colours I've bought today. Knowing what you have at home already really helps. So I've done well with my shopping today for my art, my music, flowers for the home, and for fabric that I'm going to sit and unpick. Now on TV they're showing The Godfather trilogy, and I'm up to The Godfather 3 on TV tonight, so I'm going to do some unpicking. Meanwhile, I'll leave you with this top, which I'm going to call Daffodil Yellow. And we're going to welcome in March, and I'll wish you a happy St David's Day for tomorrow. Come back and join me again soon, won't you? This is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter. Bye.